Ever feel like the world's going digital faster than,
Hmm.
like, anyone can keep up with?
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's like algorithm,
Yeah,
this, and neural network. That, it can be a lot.
it really can.
And for businesses especially,
Yeah,
right? Like, how do you even begin to adapt?
that's the million-dollar question, right?
Seriously.
Yeah.
And that's why, in this deep dive, we're tackling this whole digital transformation thing head on.
Love it.
What's it really mean? Why should you care? And where do you even start?
Music to my ears. Let's break it down.
All right, so our guide for this deep dive is
Yeah.
this super interesting YouTube video from AITIL,
Yeah.
the AI
Oh,
expert.
yeah, they know their stuff.
Totally. And they break down this whole digital transformation thing into like these core principles.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
And their very first principle is having a reason to transform.
Makes sense. You got to know WHY you're doing this, right?
Exactly. And this video, let me tell you, it doesn't mess around. It's like, wake up call, businesses.
No kidding.
Yeah, they're saying, look, in today's world, transforming digitally, it's not just like some tech trend, it's survival of the fittest out there.
It's true, though, when you really look at it.
It's make or break time.
It is. The landscape is completely different than it was even a few years ago.
And one of the biggest things they emphasize is, like, customers today, they've got more tech at their fingertips than ever before.
Absolutely. And they know how to use it.
Right. Like, everyone's a mini tech wizard now, whether they realize it or not.
Exactly. The video even cites a statistic, and this blew my mind. 64% of customers, they expect a personalized experience.
Wow, 64%, that's more than half.
It is. Think about that almost 2/3 of customers are practically demanding that businesses know them, understand their preferences, and tailor their interactions accordingly. That's a high bar to clear.
No kidding. It's like, remember when you were just happy to find something close to what you were looking for online?
Right.
Now it's all about those targeted ads. Everyone expects that level of personalization everywhere. But it's not just about keeping customers happy, right? The AI Till video also talks about this, like cutthroat competition that's out there.
Oh, absolutely. If you connect it to the bigger picture, businesses are now competing in a global marketplace that never sleeps. The video actually uses the example of cloud computing with tools like AWS or Azure.
Which, just for anyone who doesn't know, those are those like cloud platforms.
Right, cloud platforms. And with those, even small startups can access technology that, back in the day, was only for giant corporations with giant budgets.
It's amazing, really, how accessible this stuff is now.
Totally. But that accessibility also means everyone needs to step up their game because everyone's got access to the same tools.
It's like everyone's suddenly playing in the digital Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and the rule book is constantly getting rewritten. No wonder businesses feel the heat. The video also dives into this idea of redefined marketplaces, and I thought this was super interesting.
What they have to say about that?
So they specifically mentioned how platforms like Shopify, for online stores,
Oh, yeah.
they were saying how that's made it so easy for anyone to launch their own online store. Like, you can bypass those traditional retail barriers completely.
And that changes everything. Think about it. You can go from an idea you jotted down on a napkin to a global storefront practically overnight.
That's wild.
It is wild. That kind of accessibility is incredible.
Yeah.
But it also means that businesses that are clinging to those old ways of doing things.
They're going to get left behind.
Exactly.
Which brings us to, like, the video's big takeaway, right? They're saying digital transformation isn't about chasing the latest gadget or software. It's about fundamentally reinventing your business from the inside out.
It's a whole mindset shift.
Totally. And they gave a really interesting example, Domino's Pizza.
Okay, interesting. How so?
Remember, like, way back when they were known for, pizza that was fine and deliveries that took forever.
Oh, yeah, totally. I remember that.
But they decided to completely reinvent themselves.
Good for them.
Yeah. They went all in on digital, online ordering, pizza trackers. They even tested delivery robots.
No way. They
Yeah.
did the robot thing. I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were testing it out. They transformed their entire operation.
Wow.
Pretty incredible if you think about it.
It really is.
So to bring this all back to you listening, what's your reason for transformation?
Yeah, what's going to be your Domino's moment?
Right. Maybe you're in a traditional industry that's like facing disruption.
Lots of that going around these days.
For sure. Maybe you see competitors pulling ahead with like really slick online strategies.
Which, by the way, even just having a good website, it's not enough anymore.
Totally. You got to have the whole package.
Oh, 9 yards.
Or maybe you're just feeling that pressure to adapt and stay ahead of the curve,
Which, let's be real, it's a smart move to be thinking that way
Kind of
because...
in the other game.
Exactly. So here's a question to ponder. What keeps your customers up at night?
Ooh, I like that.
What are their biggest pain points? Those things that they just really wish were easier or better?
Yeah, yeah.
And then think about how a digital solution could address those pain points.
Those are the questions that spark real change.
Real meaningful transformation,
Yeah.
for sure.
So much to think about. And here's, like, the most intriguing part that the AI Till video leaves us with this whole digital transformation thing. It's not a one-and-done deal. It's not like you flip a switch and suddenly you're transformed.
It's a journey.
It is. It's an ongoing journey of learning and adapting and constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And that's the exciting part.
It is. So buckle up, because this is just the first step into a brave new world.
The new beginnings.
Cheers to that.